In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to create custom DVD menus and chapters to showcase your family videos or even for a business presentation. There is also the My DVD program that comes with Pinnacle Studio and has dozens of different menu templates. But this tutorial is for users who prefer to use the Legacy Author mode within Pinnacle Studio instead of using My DVD. Before we get started, if you're watching this video on YouTube, you'll find a link in the description below that will take you to our tutorial page on the Discovery Center. Here you can download a written copy of this tutorial to follow along. Now let's get started. So I've opened up Pinnacle Studio and I have my video ready on my timeline. I want to burn this to a DVD, but also make a custom menu for it. The first thing I need to do, and this is really important, is to switch to the Author tab. Now as you can see, I don't have this option available to me by default, so I need to enable it first. To do that, go to Setup at the top, and then go to Control Panel. Under Legacy Options, go down to Legacy Authoring Mode. Then make sure to click Enable if it isn't already enabled. Then click Apply and OK. Now you'll see that the Author tab is available to us at the top, so I'm going to click that tab. Pinnacle has now asked me if I want to convert my movie project to a disc project from the video I have open. I'll choose Yes. So now we're in the DVD Authoring tab, and we can select the disc menu icon on the left. Now we can scroll down and check out this big library of themed preset menu designs we can choose from for our DVD. For most of these, there's a main menu and then a matching sub-menu which we'll use for creating our chapters. But for this tutorial, I want to show you how to create a custom menu with your own image and font type. So we're just going to select the blank template, which you can find under the Special category. Now we have to click and drag the blank main menu from the library onto the menu list above your timeline. You'll see a C1 icon underneath the menu you've just added. Now this means Chapter 1, and if I drag it to the right, that will determine where my video will begin. So let's say when we press play on my movie, I want it to start on this second clip here. I can drag the C1 icon to the start of the second clip. Now you can see that before the C1 icon, it says Intro Video, and any media you have before the C1 icon will show as an intro video before your main menu. But I don't want an intro video, so I'm going to drag the C1 back to the beginning so my movie will start at the first clip. So now I want to make some chapters so I can organize all my little videos that make up this movie. I'm going to select the matching blank submenu and drag it down to the menu list. Now you can see we have this submenu with different boxes to show previews of our chapters. But all these little red boxes indicate that the button is not yet linked to our chapters, so we have to make some. To do that, we can click on the chapter wizard icon beside our submenu. Now we can select how often we want to place chapters. I'm going to put in a new chapter every 20 seconds. Under linking, we want to make sure Link Chapters to Menu buttons is selected. You can also click Return to Menu after each chapter if you don't want the movie to be continuous. Then click OK. So now the wizard has added my chapters and I have 7 in total. It's also added a few extra submenus to match up to how many chapters I have. And the thumbnails on the preview pane align with where we have our chapters set up on the timeline. But I want my chapters to begin at each new video clip, so I'm going to make some adjustments. I'm going to take some time to drag all the chapter icons so they match up with the beginning of each new video clip on my timeline. So now all my chapters are lined up, but I need to make one more chapter for my last video. And I'm going to have to do that manually. To do that, I'm going to drag my playhead to where I want to add the next chapter. Then click on the thumbnail on the submenu where I'll be linking to Chapter 8. Now select the Create Link button. So now as you can see, I have 8 chapters linking up to each of my video clips. Notice that I have this thumbnail here blank, but don't worry about that because when I click on the play button, which works as a DVD player simulator, you'll see that the blank thumbnail won't be visible on our DVD menu. Now let's go back to our timeline, and there's something really important we need to do so that all these menus link together. You'll notice these little red buttons that say, "This menu is not reachable because there are no links to this menu." To fix that, click on the main menu. So we're going to left-click on Scene Selection and drag it down on top of the first submenu. And now you can see that all the red notifications are gone for each submenu and the menus have been properly linked. So now we're ready to customize our DVD menu. Click on the main menu once again, then click on the Edit button under the Preview pane. Here we can click on our text and change what it says. We can also change the font and font size under Text settings. And under Look settings, we can change the color of the font. To change our menu background color, scroll down to Background Settings. Here you can choose a color and then select Apply. Now let's say we want to add a picture background instead. On the left, you can access your project bin and select the image of your choice. Then drag it into the colored box under Background Settings. And now you have your own custom background. Now let's click OK. We can also edit the submenu by clicking on the submenu icon and then click Edit. So this is the same as before. Here we can also rename the chapters, so instead of Chapter 1, Chapter 2, we can name them Water Park Trip or Katie's Birthday, or give your own custom name for the chapter. And once you're done making all your changes, click OK once again. So now I'm ready to preview my disc and burn it to a DVD. I'm going to click on the Burn Disc icon underneath the Preview pane. And here we can preview our DVD in the DVD simulator. If you click on Scene Selection, you'll see all our chapters have been labeled and linked to correctly. And when you're ready, you can adjust your export settings to match your video specifications. And then click to either burn to disk so you can burn your DVD right away, or create image to burn later on. And now you're ready to start making beautiful custom DVD menus to preserve all your family memories. If you're watching this video on YouTube, you'll find a link in the description below that will take you to our tutorial page on the Discovery Center. Here you can download a written copy of this tutorial to follow along and find other helpful tutorials for Pinnacle Studio.